Chapter 14, Nervous System, Spinal Cord and Spinal Nerves, Part 4, the super short part. All right. So as I mentioned with the stretch reflex, it's a monosynaptic reflex because the sensory neuron carries sensation from the muscle spindle that the muscle is stretched, sends that information straight to the spinal cord where it synapses with the uh, alpha motor neuron in the anterior horn and carries that command down to the effector, to that muscle, causing the muscle to contract. And this ends up being a little more complicated because it's also sending a signal via an interneuron to the antagonist muscles that they should stay relaxed. Don't want them to contract unexpectedly. And also there is sensory information, a motor neuron carrying information to the intrafusal muscles of the muscle spindle to retain their tautness so that they always are able to detect stretch. All right, what happens when we have withdrawal reflex? Well, it turns out it can often end up combining with a crossed extensor reflex because if, say, you're walking and you step on something that hurts you, not only do you need to withdraw from the painful stimuli, but you also need to have your other leg contract properly so that you don't fall on your butt. So, first thing that happens, painful stimulus. You step on something that hurts. That sensation, that sensory information travels via the sensory neuron up to the spinal cord. There, it will synapse with interneurons. One of the interneurons will lead to a motor neuron that will then send a motor command to the effector, to the appropriate muscles. That will cause those muscles to contract and withdraw the limb from the source of the injury. But it also is synapsing with an interneuron that's going to go to other muscles, say in the other leg, and control those muscles to allow for the ability to fall back on your other leg rather than to fall back on the ground. And of course, effectors are muscles needed both to withdraw from the stimulus and also to support your weight as you back away from the source of pain. So withdrawal reflex and crossed extensor reflex. Get away from the source of the injury and keep yourself from getting hurt by falling down. And that is it for chapter 14.